Hej! God morgon! Vill du komma in? So I'm starting the day off here in the sofa doing some journaling, and I have these two snuggle bugs here. But yeah, I just have to share this Etsy shop with you. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but you can see it here, and I will have a link down below. I have bought so many stickers from this Etsy shop. I love them so much. This is the newest batch. I have the rest. Oh my god, I sound like a hoarder. This is the newest batch of stickers I have ordered from her. The rest I have upstairs with my other stickers. I know, it's bad. Anyway, so here, I mean, the light is not very good, but I used this pen. I got this set of vintage zebra pens, and I love them. This is my favorite color, this sort of mustard color, but I also really like this wine color, and then of course the dark green. So the spread for this, you can see here the sort of mustard color, the sort of wine color, and then the dark green. So on this spread I just used this sticker sheet. So when I did the counting spots one, I decided to do them this long and narrow, but then I decided to go with this format instead. But now when I have these are not the proper one. These are the proper ones. I'm thinking I might do these ones again. Anyway, that's neither here or there. But like all the stickers that I make that sort of doesn't end up. So like here is the first batch of the illustrated clips, and I thought they were too big, so I just put them in here. And this is the one you can find in the shop. Weather icons that doesn't turn out properly, and you know, that kind of stuff. So here I had a whole spread, and I just used them because I love them. And here I used some of these stickers. So the ones I got from her this time was this one, October, and the missing stickers are this flower vase and then the candles. And we have a baking. I don't do a lot of baking, but not anymore. But you know, I do eat a lot of butter now when I'm on keto, so. Books, I don't read a lot of books either, but I did finish the Agatha Christie book recently, so. Happy birthday one. We have this space. I think this is like a bit of an older one, but it's so cute. Tropical, and of course, because I had this one, and if you have seen before, I did this painting a while ago. You can find it as a postcard in the shop. And then this one, I already have this one before, but it's a lot of like painting supplies. That is just so cute. This one might be a bit like, you know, summer is sort of over, but still, I mean, come on. Tea. I do drink a lot of tea. We have autumn. That is perfect. I mean, come on. And then this winter days. That is so cute. So yeah, a bunch of new stickers that are just so pretty, and just makes me want to journal even more. So that's what I got from her. So yeah, so that is my journal, and what I do here is I just sort of write the date and then journal a bit, and then yeah, so it's a little bit different this is not a pretty journal. I mean, I've had prettier journals before. This is not a pretty journal. This is just brain dumping and adding stickers and washi tape sometimes to make it a bit more fun. Today I thought I was going to start the day off with like writing some like intentions for the day and hoping that might be good. I don't know. Anyway, we better start today. Är det någon som ska följa med in? Okej. Hur många ska följa med in? 1, 2, 2,5. Albert? Oh, okay. So mom, she made some paint yesterday, so she made those, but she also made Victoria Tekla. Tekla and Victoria. So I'm thinking I'm going to continue on with the Almoge colors. Gustav is done, so I'm thinking I'm going to make Svea and like Marie maybe. Gör ni tjejerna? Tog hemma. So I've done quite a lot of paperwork right now, you know, taxes and taxes. No, but yeah, sort of boring stuff. But I'm going to make more paint, but first I desperately need to organize the paint here because I don't have any empty trays left. But as you can see, on some trays they're not like full. So I'm thinking if I can just organize them in a better way, then I would be able to like get a few empty ones. So I'm not really sure how, but yeah, so that is the next task on my list. Albert? 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 Ja. Oj. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning. It is about 10. Took a really nice slow morning shower, breakfast, puppy snuggles on the sofa, you know, really nice. That was silly. So the plan for today is packaging orders and then dropping them off in town. Yeah. And then also I did some shopping yesterday, like grocery shopping but online, so that needs to be picked up today. But I'm thinking that I go in because I don't have anything to eat for lunch. Normally when it's like nothing, I just take whatever, like sausage or something we have, and then eggs, and just, you know, but we don't even have eggs. And yeah, so food. And I was like, I don't even have, I usually buy like these kind of protein shakes, protein whatever, that doesn't have any sugar and that kind of stuff in it, but I don't even have one of those. I have in the fridge in the studio, I have like, you know, a pack of Baby Bell cheese, and I also have like my little almond thing here, but yeah, there was a pretty sparse breakfast too. So I mean, planning food is not my thing, and is not my mother's thing, definitely not my father's thing, so food is always like, oh yeah, we should do that kind of thing. But yeah, so I'm hoping I can get all the orders packed that I need to have packed, and then head in, pick up some packages, drop off the packages, and then get some lunch, and then head back home. So yeah, I think that is about it. All of the orders, and we're ready to head in, and it is noon, so perfect timing. We have one sleepy boy right here and then over here there's another one. Yeah, so hold on while I'm trying to climb out of my fortress here. Need something to put the packages in. I wonder where the others are. Oh, here. Here we have one, and there's another, and here's my shoe, and the other one is, oh, anyway. Let's see, here we have my good morning. It is, what day is it? Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday morning. I don't know if you can tell outside, it is raining quite a lot and quite windy. I'm a bit nervous because we have a big like plum tree next to my brother's room. His room is like on top of the garage, and a lot of the branches are like in the railing around where he lives, so I'm like, it looks like some of them will break, but whatever. Yeah, so it is 11 minutes past 10, and I have just finished editing and uploading the video that I filmed yesterday, where I was swatching a lot of the all of the traditional pigment colors that I've made. So that was pretty good. I did film when I was swatching all the metallic and glittering colors too, but I had some issues with the camera, so I had like the phone, so filming from the side, and then the big one filming from on top. And the big camera sort of died after a while, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to carry on with the phone. But then I didn't like it, so I did like trim it down. So I do one video for the traditional one, and then I will do one for the glittering one. So the editing is a bit odd in the beginning of this video, because I introduce it, you know, like I'm going to do both of them, but I'm only showing one. So the editing is not like, yeah. But anyway, I've done that, so it is about half an hour, and I go through all of the colors in the palette and what I'm using the palette for. And then I show them when they have dried, and yeah. So that is all edited, and I'm really happy with it. Actually, I have to say, even though that little bit of a hiccup in the beginning, I'm really happy with like having both. You can see me painting them from on top, but then also seeing them from the side. I feel like you can get a really good sense of the color from both of those angles. And then, like I said, I also film them when they have dried, and I've also written like the name of them, so you will clearly see what color is which. So I'm hoping that will help later on when if you're interested in a color, you can go through that video and like seeing them swatched out, or if you have one color and thinking about buying another one. Anyway, so I did that. It is uploaded. I've done a thumbnail and everything, and yeah, it just feels nice that I did that. So as you can see, the dogs are snuggling in the couch. Albert is behind bars in the laundry room, because he was outside in the rain, so he has to be there to dry, and he's not happy about it. But Herman and Uni, they are quite happy. So today I'm going to continue on with the piece that I started yesterday. I wanted to make like a little art piece for my sister. She is moving. Yeah, she's moving. I mean, she moved out about a year ago, and then this summer she sort of came back because she wasn't happy with the apartment, and now she is moving into a new one. So anyway, but I thought I was going to make like a little piece, just like an A4, and sort of do a portrait of her and her dog Sadie, you know, Sadie. And then just write like, here lives Louisa and Sadie, and like some flowers around it, just to have some fun, like moving in present, you know. So I started that yesterday. Oh, and yesterday we did some writing. That was really nice. So I've only written like a handful of times since the horses have been here, but it is so nice. Yeah, so the horse that there are two horses. One is like a warm-blooded trotter, and then one is a North Swedish cold blood, which is a fairly common horse here, but it's like a heavy duty work horse, you know. So the cold blood, he has a Western saddle, which I had never used before. I think I had sat on one once, but yeah, and the stirrups have been like attached with screws because they had got off some point. Anyway, so they are too short, so I don't use them, and my butt really hurts. But yeah, it's just really nice to sit on him and do that, and I think the horses really like doing something. So I rode the cold blood. My sister has started riding. I know that is a big shocker. So she took the trotter, and then my little brother has also started. So we switched about halfway through. So he started riding too, and it just was really nice. And now I'm like nagging on my mom to get a horse. So if you don't know, my mom and dad, when they met, they had one of each. So they both had one cat, one dog, and one horse. And where the studio is now used to be the stable. So my dad built that stable, I think the year I was born. They built a new stable. So my like all growing up, I was in that building with the horses. And then I went to school. This is actually my school fleece vest, agricultural, and I went to Strömma. I don't know if you can tell. It's 7 schools, but I went to Strömma. It's an agricultural school, but I went in the horse direction, so I'm a trained horse groom. So yeah, and on some competing in dressage. So I really miss it. But yeah, so when I finished school when I was 19, and I got diagnosed with fibromyalgia 2 years after that. So yeah, I haven't worked with horses for the past, 5 years? So it's really nice to do that again. So yeah, so now I'm like, I need a horse, Mom. I know. Anyway, it makes me very happy to do that. But yeah. So, I'm going to pack up. I'm going to see if they want to go with me and head out into the rain. And I'm just feeling so happy. Yesterday was so good, doing all that, and now I have like a piece waiting for me, and the piece is done, and all I need to do is start adding color, which is my favorite part. So, oh, and yesterday when I was dropping off the packages and buying lunch, I also got fika for today. Like, I really love my past self, you know? So anyway, yeah, let's head out. So I'm taking a bit of a break from filming like videos, I know. And I'm going through some paint that I made a few months ago. These paints a few months ago. Maybe if I just... Okay, I don't know what was up with the light. So I'm trying out my own binder, and I'm trying to find out, I had this hypothesis about different honey. So like, this is the honey I traditionally use, like just normal firm honey, but I was wondering if I would get a better result if I was using like liquid honey. So I did an experiment with that, using different ratios of pigment and binder, and I wanted to see if it affected the paints differently. So here is just a metallic color, and then an earth pigment. This is Stig and Stina. So I just wanted to see how different of a result I would get. So now I have done the paint out again, and I get the same result. So you can see here, one is half pigment, half binder, and you can see you get... Now, I didn't dig my brush in, I just swirled it a bit and to see what came out. 2 is about the same. It is 1/3 pigment and 2/3 binder. Then we get a little bit better result on a third, and there is 2/3 of pigment, 1/3 binder, and then added in honey that is liquid honey. But the best result by far, you can see, especially on Stig here, it is adding in the firm honey. You can see you get a lot better payoff in both of the colors. This one looks like it is more color than this one, but it's because it was some dirt in it. Sorry about that. And now I have messed up the swatches. Okay, great. Anyway, so I have done that. Now, last week we made a new batch of binder, and I wanted to add in glycerin. So I added in 1 tablespoon into one of them, and then 2 into the other. So now I'm going to make a very small batch, just like these, like just to try out and see if there's any difference between the amount of glycerin, and I also will make one with honey and see if I need to add honey and all of that. So, you know, that's what you do when you make paint. You make experiments, and this is my favorite part. So it is 7:30. It's starting to get dark outside. Today I started watching Get Organized with a Home Edit on Netflix. Yeah, I was like, I know I get kind of swept up when I watch organizing stuff, but I was like, I'm not going to do it. And then I started. So I thought I was just going to do the drawers that I have here, and then I also have, you know, the Alex units over there. But so I'm just going to show you where I am because I am going to stop for tonight. It is late and I'm hungry and starting to get a bit hangry, you know. So right here on the desk is sort of nice. Here you can see the finished piece. There's going to be a video about that. We are on, does it say what episode? I don't know. Yeah, that one. So yeah, but I have managed to get a lot of stuff out of here. This is just a bin where I have like paper recycling. So yeah, and then what I decided to do here is free up some space so I can put the drawing paper. So those are the drawing paper I use when I make the Swatch books. And then put all my felt stuff into these two drawers. That is felt and this is more like thicker felt and vinyl because, you know, I love to do that. This thing, I'm not really sure if I should keep it here. I really like it and I use it a lot. But like here is the paper I use when I print labels for shipping. And I have, look, so this is more like, you know, business stuff, photographing. So yeah, I'm not really sure. It's going to live here for now. Just a lot of clips, and then the wood thing is for my easel. So the easel I have is an atmosphere Dowler-Rowney easel, which is amazing, but it comes with these 3 of these depending on how you want it oriented. So I just want to know where the third or where they are at all times. And then I made a major clear out of all the journals. I had like 5 or 6 unused journals. I put away the journals that were filled. Also like paper pads, I put those away where they should be. So over there in that unit I have like cotton paper, cellulose paper, drawing paper, or pastel paper. So I have done that and I really like that. And also chipboard for when I make the books. Yeah, and then here is like magazine. I have quite a lot of magazines. I'm not really sure what to do with those. Here's the stuff like when I restore old books, when I make new ones, so they live there. This is a whole bin filled with vintage tins, and that is for a secret project. Yep. More magazines, and there's a mix of country living and artist, what do you call it? Artists and illustrators magazines, hunting magazines. I love hunting magazines actually. They have always amazingly beautiful animal photography. And then here, I'm not sure if this will stay, but I would really like to have some pretty stuff on display here. So here is a felt little pigsty I've made, and there's a pig. The Pitt artist pens, salt when I do watercolor, and then my moose. So yeah, and then over here I've started to change out. So we have like fancy pens, you know, when you're writing cards or doing something a bit more fancy, tape and glue and these sort of mica flakes, and everything for fountain pens, lead for, you know, different sizes. And this is for like watercolor extra, so sponges, brush cleaning, candles, masking fluid, dip pens and nibs. I mean, I use that for other things, but mostly for watercolor. And then here is watercolor, but not my own watercolor. So this is extra, this is White Night, palettes. These are all all the colors swatched out on paper. And here is more stuff. Brush pens. These are like miscellaneous gel liner and yeah, acrylic marker. And then these are pastel pens. And here is doubles of Faber-Castell. These are just like colored pencils and gel that I don't use, that I've got from different things. This is acrylic ink and liquid watercolor. All of the journals that I haven't used, so there's a big variety here. I found a unused KD paper. I was so happy. Palettes, and then we have all of the things for making the books. And then in this one, I suppose we'll just keep going here. At the bottom, we have all the stuff for felt. So embroidery thread, white, black. I have some pearls. In here is like projects that I have started. So I made a pattern for this one that I taught the kids at school. So they made these little llamas. Fabric scissors. We also made our own like weapon shield. So I made a platypus with 4-leaf clover, and then I just made a bunch to show them like what kind of stuff they could do. So I have a whole bunch of those. I also made these little, you know, patches for like, you know, scout patches. So here's somebody's painting. Of course I had to make one there's paint making, reading a book, you know. Yeah. I really like doing felt stuff. And here's just like needles and pins. This drawer is electronics, you know, discs. This laptop doesn't work anymore, but I don't have the heart to throw it out, so this is drawing paper, so paper for pastels, or yeah, drawing paper. This is KD paper. It has a separate drawer. Oops. This is watercolor paper that is cellulose paper. And then Arch and Fabriano cotton paper. And then like the big sheets, I just have them next to this big board so they don't get folded over. But I have Fabriano, KD. So yeah. And then I just changed out some art here to use some nice books. And yeah, so that is the state I'm going to leave it in for today. I do really like it, that it's coming along, and yeah, but I feel like I need to step away. So now you get a little bit of a closer look at how it looks here in the studio. So yeah. Good morning. So today it is Thursday morning. It is, what time is it? It is 9. So we got a good start today. It looks like it will be pretty nice weather today. Not that I will know, because I will be spending my time here. Yeah. So I have edited all of the photos for the Swatch books while I was having breakfast. So all of these. So right now I'm just going to upload the photos to Etsy. So they will hopefully be up within like, I don't know, an hour, hopefully, maybe, if I'm quick. Then I'm going to respond to messages on Etsy and YouTube and all of that. I still have the studio to finish, but it is, I mean, now this morning I was like, it was not as bad as I thought it was yesterday. So it's still stuff that needs to be organized and all of that, but I feel like it's pretty good. And then depending on how I feel, I need to make some paint. So either at least one batch. I feel a bit better in my arm today, so hopefully I can make, I did make some paint yesterday. I made one small batch of Balder to sort of top up, like do the last fill, and I'm very sad because I made that like the first thing I did before I filmed, because the camera needed to charge because it hadn't charged during the night. Anyway, and then when I came back after lunch, I'll show you. I don't know if you can tell here on Balder is the yellow one, by the way. There are big holes in it. And it's not, sometimes you can get that when you have like, when you fill like the half fill or something, like when you fill pretty much the whole or half of the pan. But here I'm talking, I filled like 1 or 2 millimeters and you get this hole. So I am I mean, it's not on all of them. I think it is on 10 of them, and I think I have like 40 or something. But it's just very, very annoying when it's like, it's not even the last pour, it's just like the last fill up. So that is very annoying. Yeah. At least I know it won't be any deep holes. But it was the same thing with Wentworth when my mom did. There was big holes, not like all of them, but yeah, they just look, because one of the colors I have on this tray is Eden, and that had bigger holes, so that I have gone through and like made the holes bigger so I can just fill those easier. So yeah, that is annoying too. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and count up everything that is annoying, because in that case we would be here all day. So let's just finish uploading the new Swatch books, and then we'll see what we do.
In Montana called Portland, and this weekend we experienced this huge fire right on the outskirts of town in our beloved mountains. It burned something like 7,000 acres. Yeah, I have access to the surprise numbers of their products all the time. Now these are going to be things that these things are going to.
I don't make a profit off of this because I order it under my account. Now what people don't get is, even when it's ordered under that person's account, that still goes as PV. So, for instance, if you do see someone in an MLM using multiple accounts or controlling multiple accounts, please just report them.
I didn't think that being your own boss was a thing. Let me just tell you, it is 1,000% doable.
Okay, so I made a batch of Bellatrix, so that is drying. And that was just like with Baldi, just like top it up so you get a little bit of a, yeah. So my mom made actually the second batch of Bellatrix, and I was like, when she had filled all of them, I was like, no. And she was like, I saved a bit, and I was like, no. She knows now I like them a little bit rounded, you know. But I mean, anyway, so that is just me being extremely nitpicky. So now I am sitting down and I'm editing. So yesterday I edited the video of me swatching the traditional pigments, and yesterday I filmed nitpicky. I filmed again when I was swatching the metallic colors, and I mean, really, it should be a very straightforward video. I mean, I have watched so many other artist YouTubers, like they just sit down, they swatch, like pretty much unedited, and that's it. And I decide to go in with an overhead camera and a side view, and then I decide to, on the spread, on just white paper, like paste in the swatches I have done on black paper. So I'm cutting back and forth between the clips so you can see the shimmer of the paint, and then also cutting away every time I'm actually like cutting out, because that takes forever. Like, why do I do that? Why do I not just do like the overhead? But that is the way it is. So I'm going to edit. I have one of these sort of back braces that you hook underneath your lady parts, your boobs, but I can't do that because it hurts too much, so I'm just having it on, and that helps a bit. So, and then I am bribing myself with one of these. It's not good for you, but it's delicious. So so yeah, I have now edited 3 minutes out of 50. Hopefully it will shrink down to about like 20 to 30 minutes, but who knows. So anyway, that is what I will be doing. That is, yeah, hopefully you will enjoy the video. Yeah, and then I also have filmed like a proper, like, you know, process video of me painting. I know, I'm like on a roll here. So I'm also going to edit that one, but I'm thinking I'm going to hold off on edit that one because tomorrow I need to edit the vlog, and I still have I don't know if you can see on the white little whiteboard over there. Here. So I really would like to get these 3 paints made this week. And I'm thinking I'm editing to lunch, then making 1 paint after lunch, and then coming back to editing maybe. But my mom she won't be making any paint today because she is working late, and then tomorrow I need to edit the vlog, so maybe I can do 1 paint tomorrow. So I do hope you enjoy the more videos that I'm putting out. So yeah, that was very aggressive. I should just get back to work. Update on the video editing. We are at 32 minutes. We have about 16 minutes left of unedited footage. I have 1 puppy here, and then I have 1 here, and I don't know what Herman got to, which makes me a little bit nervous. But yeah. Albert! Du heter bland Albert. Kolla vilka som står där. Vilka fina pojkar. Maybe fill up some water for the horses. And maybe you should move when the horses are coming. Huh? Albert? 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 Hey. Hey, Bengan. So this is Bengan. He's the trotter, and he has a bad eye right here. I think you can tell. And this is the one I usually ride on. This is Goofy. Yeah. He's a nice boy. And we usually just bribe them with a lot of apples. Yep. And the cows, they go in the same field, so you can see the cows over there. Så ja. Juni, ska vi äta lunch? Vadå? Juni? Kom här, kom! Lunch! Lunch! Tok! Tok! It is about 7 in the evening right now, but I'm just going to spend about another half an hour to an hour and package up the coloring sheets. So they are straight from the printer. They came today. And these are the folders, and I will just fold them, and then over here I have the logos that I will push on, and then I have in my packing drawer over here some plastic so they don't get destroyed or wet in the shipping. So that is what I will be doing. Friday morning and I'm freshly out of the shower. Yeah, you can see that on the blotches of my face. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just going to start the day off with editing the vlog and trying to trim it down a bit. I uploaded the metallic swatching video yesterday, so I'm hoping to have both of I have scheduled both of the swatching videos, so I decided to break them up. So one is traditional pigments and one is metallic, but they will be up at the same time. So, but yeah, it doesn't really matter in what order. I just decided to break them up so it's easier to, like, if you're just, anyway, you will see that. But up on Tuesday, I think it's at like 10 Swedish time, so they will be up. So yeah, I'm just going to start editing and then I don't really know. Okay, so I am going to wrap up the vlog right now. I'm sitting here in the office. I'm working on making some dots so I can refill the seeds of inspiration. I've also wrapped up all of the coloring sheets. Not all of them. This one I'm keeping for myself. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you have liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you have stayed this long, and I hope to see you next week for a new vlog.